Hey, what's up everybody, it's me Jordan and I'm back with another drawing video. So this time I'm drawing a anime witch girl, I guess. I saw a really cool image on, I think it was Pinterest, and it was of this witch, so I did use reference for this. It's not an original character or anything, but I kind of coloured it my own way. It's kind of similar, but the image that I saw was like digital, and I kind of wanted to do my own version with traditional just Copics and stuff like that, and it's got a pretty different look to it. So there's a few things I want to talk about in this video, but first I want to kind of talk about some of the techniques that I'm using. I had someone ask me through my YouTube channel just about like the techniques I use. They've got some Copic markers and they're looking at buying some Prismacolor pencils just to kind of add to that, because that's kind of a technique that I use a lot, and I think it's a really good technique and it's really price effective, I guess, because you don't need to have heaps of different Copic markers, because you can just kind of layer some pencil on top to get the extra colours that you might need, and that's something that I still do a lot of now, and you kind of see that here. So I've started off with the lighter colours, the lighter purples and stuff like that, and basically I'm trying to get this dress pretty close to a black, but I want to just have a little bit of purple tones in it as well. So I'm just kind of building it up, getting darker and darker, and then I'm going to put black over it with my Prismacolor pencil, or actually I don't even think it's a Prismacolor pencil, but it's just a black pencil, and then that kind of gives it the extra black tones without being as harsh as like a Copic marker might be. So that's kind of a technique I use a lot. I've been asked to do like tutorial videos on how I blend with Copics and also with Prismacolors on top of that, but I might do that in the future. But at the moment I'm kind of just trying to do these kind of fan art drawings and just more stuff like this because it's kind of more enjoyable for me, and also I kind of prefer just giving some general tips in these videos as well, because there's nothing like super complicated about what I'm doing. Everything's just, you really just learn it through practice. I know it's kind of cliche, but it's just something that takes time. It's going to take practice, and it's something that you just kind of, I think you got to learn by yourself almost. Like tutorial videos, they'll give you some tips, but at the end of the day it's just you've got to apply that yourself and just kind of keep practicing, and you'll kind of pick it up yourself, I think. So that's kind of why I haven't really done many tutorial videos. I just kind of prefer doing this stuff and just giving general advice, which kind of applies to all your artworks instead of just like one specific how to draw this character's face or whatever, that kind of thing. But I might do that in the future. This is just kind of what I want to do at the moment. So yeah, the shading that I do, there's nothing that complicated about it. I just layer the Copics first, kind of build it up, the different tones. You'll kind of learn which Copics blend well. There are kind of charts and stuff like that which show you which ones blend well, but it's something that you'll kind of just pick up through drawing. One thing that I've kind of learned through drawing, and this kind of applies to a lot of different things, is that you're never going to be perfect when you start out. It's something that just takes lots of trial and error and lots of practice to actually get good. You can watch as many kind of tutorials and stuff like that as you want and kind of learn the theory and stuff behind everything, but until you kind of just apply it yourself, it's not really gonna, I don't know, it's just not gonna work too well, I don't think. It's just something you have to build up. I mean, you've got to do a lot of drawings and you're gonna do some bad ones, and some of them you're gonna stuff up because you don't blend properly, but that's kind of just all the whole process of becoming a better artist. I mean, like I look back at my old drawings, even my stuff at the start of YouTube, the stuff that the videos I first put up, and I look at them and I'm like, oh, they're not very good, but it's all part of the process. You can't just jump ahead. It's like everything, you've got to kind of do step by step getting better and just kind of putting the time in. So anyone who's kind of asking about just advice for that kind of stuff, just start anywhere and just build it up. You'll get better if you stick with it. That's all I can really say. Also, another question that I get a bit on my YouTube channel and also on Instagram is I get people asking like what colours I use, the colour codes for the Copics and that kind of thing, and it's kind of a question that I kind of avoid, I guess, and I've got a couple reasons for that. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I just kind of have I guess my mentality is that it's something that you should kind of learn as an artist yourself. I think if you actually think about what colours you want to use and kind of put the effort and time into practicing with different colour combinations and that kind of thing, it'll be a lot more beneficial to you just as an artist in general than just asking other artists what they use and copying what they use. I think you just learn a lot from experimenting. Like, you'll make some mistakes, sometimes it won't work, but I think you'll learn a lot from that. It kind of reminds me of the saying, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day, teach a man 2 fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Maybe that's a little bit too deep kind of looking into it, but I think that's just my mentality about it. I think you'll learn more if you figure it out for yourself than me just telling you what colours to use. And also, the colours that I use aren't even the best colour options. A lot of the times I'm using colours because that's what I've got, and if I had the full set of Copics, then I would choose completely different colours. So that's another reason why I don't really say what colours I use. I don't want people to think that they have to go out and buy the exact same colours that I've got, because the reality is you just kind of got to work with what you've got, and you can still make an awesome drawing even if you use completely different colours to me. So that's my rant over. It's probably going to annoy some people, but I think it's going to help you in the long run. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just finishing off this drawing, just doing all the final touches. One more thing, some people have their settings in Google Plus, I think, set so I can't actually reply to your comments. So there's a few of you guys who ask questions, and if I don't reply, it's not because I don't want to, it's because I actually can't. So there's videos on YouTube, I think, showing how you can change the settings, but it's basically because Google Plus is set to only your friend circle or something being able to reply to your comments. So change that if you want, and I'll be able to reply to you. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video coming out next week, and I'll see you then.